How to end an argument quickly with some NLP techniques, more specifically some sleight of mouth patterns or some language trickery in some sort. But there is a psychological aspect to this. Basically, arguments or inflammatory debates are rooted in fear. And if you don't understand that, you will never solve those arguments, win those arguments, or solve those conflicts, any of that. If there was no fear at all, if the person or yourself was not scared of anything, there would be no argument whatsoever, because you would simply be like, whatever he thinks, whatever he wants to think. Who cares? You would just be able to let go and it would slide off of you. But the thing is, people don't really know shit about themselves and they don't really know what they're scared of. Or they think they know, but usually there is something deeper they are not aware of, and your deepest fears are often the root cause of your most intense, violent arguments in life. So unless you understand what other people are the most scared of about this argument or about this debate at hand, you will never really be able to hit the right spot to win the argument. And as a common defense mechanisms, when people have been wounded or they are hurt or they're really scared of something, they will project their fears on global reasons. Oh, people should do that. People should behave that way. Oh, the media. Oh, the left. Oh, the right. Oh, this person, that person. What about you? But the problem that I have discovered over the years through some bad experimentation is that if you confront people, even by being accurate on what are they really scared of and what are they trying to protect by being so defensive and so aggressive, I can hit right on what is the real thing they are scared of right here or what they have been hurt with. But when I started talking about that directly, people were getting even more defensive and even more aggressive. So I stopped claiming out loud what I had uncovered from what they were saying, and I just started to accept that, okay, it is the classical excuse, oh, I'm asking that for a friend. Kind of the same idea here. They are blaming other people, they are blaming the government, they are blaming. In the end, they just want to help themselves in the end. Or they want to repair some wounded part of themselves from a more therapeutic perspective. So I took the habit of never attacking people too directly. In most cases, because in some instances I may still do it. Like the other day for some bullshit guy who was defending highly misogynistic views like, oh yeah, women should behave that way because I am the man, I am the strong in the family. And I just knew the guy, I knew the whole story was coming down to he has been dumped by his girlfriend and she was kind of toxic, and now he was hating every woman on earth because they are all the same. And he didn't want to say it like that, but I knew it was the actual reason. And I just said it, dude, you're only pissed off because you have been dumped by your girlfriend and you can't find a new one right now. And he started getting even more defensive. What? No, I'm a tough guy. I get sex. I get Tinder dates. You see? Yeah, if you want. But the idea is, in many cases, people don't even know why they are angry or aggressive. They think they know, but they are projecting some deeper issue. So the smarter thing I am encouraging that I found out over the years is to let them express their point of view up to the end. We can make that go through the filter of model of the world and consequence pattern. More specifically, the consequence pattern is going to be your best ally here. The simple language pattern I keep using all the time is, so what are you suggesting? Or a variation of that. What are you suggesting? You may consider writing that down somewhere. Question people whenever they are pissed off, angry, they want the government to change. But listen carefully. You ask them, what are you suggesting? That the government is changing. And then you keep going on the consequence. And then, in your opinion, what will happen? People will change their mind once and for all. And then once people change their mind, what will happen? And you keep leading them toward more future consequences. At some point, they will just unveil the deeper fear they couldn't let go of because they were so trapped into their thinking, or they have been hurt, or they have been wounded. And when you can really let them elaborate more and more on what do they want and what will happen next, and so on, they will start unveiling all of that. In the best case scenario, it will make them unveil the deeper blocked emotion they were repressing by being so aggressive, which is the end of the argument. Otherwise, maybe they won't get up to that point, but at least when you do that, they will feel understood. Because you have taken the time, the consideration for their model of the world to really understand what are they standing for and why do they take up that stance. And when someone feels understood, even if you don't share their views, even if you don't really like their perspective, at least if they feel understood, they won't resist anymore what you say and what you suggest. That is the whole point in letting them elaborating, because fear is mostly about the future. Fear is about building up negative scenarios in the future in your head. Most likely with the media, that's a big fear machine, fear building machine, the media and the TV and those screens all the time. Fear is based on the future, is geared toward the future. So when you let people elaborate on a positive future instead of the worrying things that they are keeping their head trapped into, you let them elaborate. Oh, so you're pissed off at the left, or you're pissed off at the right, or Joe Biden, at Obama, Donald Trump, or whoever is in the government. Okay, you want that person to leave. And then, in your opinion, what will happen? And then what will happen? Some people will just get so negative that nothing good will happen anyway. In those cases, the only answer is fine, goodbye, and just don't talk to that person ever again. Otherwise, if you have a tiny bit of a smart individual in front of you, they will start at least giving some positive thing that they want to accomplish or they want to see others accomplishing around them, and then you can elaborate on that. Oh, okay, so actually you want people to be more connected with each other. Do you have an idea to start being more connected yourself with people around you? And maybe they will just be stuck-minded and they don't want to talk about that. You can still help eventually. So you want people to be more connected. That's why you don't like the government, the current government. Do you have a specific idea in your life for being more connected with people? And start from there. And you will, again, maybe it won't solve the whole argument, but at least it will make them feel understood. And when someone feels understood, that person does not resist anymore or is really decreasing the aggressivity that he or she may have. And then you can have a normal discussion between two human beings. If you want to develop your skills with that, there is a document in the description. You can download it right away. It will lead you through the 7 phases, maybe the ones in the middle or can be changed, like the 4, 5, 6 maybe are looping around, they may be reversed, but there are 7 phases I elaborated that you can use to elaborate where are you right now with your skills. Are you really able to defend yourself? And if not, what is the next step for you? It is really laid out as a linear process. You can know what is the next thing you need to focus on based on the main issues you are encountering in debates, in arguments, in people who are stuck-minded, in people who are from the left, people who are from the right, whatever, people who are from the center, the middle in politics, whatever is the topic. You can better elaborate that by following the procedures in the document down below and develop your skills with sleight of mouth and with language abilities.